All right, how we doing out here today? We good? All right, guys, welcome to our very special edition of Game Day Live, broadcasting here at beautiful South Oklahoma City LiveChurch.tv campus. We're here to celebrate the weekend that is 30-second theology. I'm your host, John Mays, and with me, as always, is Stefan Reed. We've got a great show on deck. Why don't you tell us what's in store, Stefan?
Yes, we do. Very excited. 30-second theology, man, it's going to be a great day. So tell you what, we've got our NFL Super Bowl predictions that we're going to do. Also, NFL superlatives, something that we stole from our friend Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy actually stole those from us.
That's true. We are football experts, so definitely. Also, we're going to look at some of the worst football plays of the entire year. It's something we call come on, man. Starting out with Antonio Brown versus the Cleveland Browns on the kickoff return. Jukes once, jukes twice, heads up the field, jump kicks the kicker in the face. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Hey, Wesley Snipes, jump kicking the NFL is illegal. You can't do that. You got to use your head and not your foot. Come on, man. We're taking it out to Pittsburgh, where Big Ben Roethlisberger is wearing the throwback prison uniforms, which is pretty apropos if you ask me, but he was on fire for 2 weeks, throwing 12 touchdowns, no interceptions. Nothing could stop him until Justin Bieber showed up at Bible study. The very next day, the Jets are in town, and man, the Steelers couldn't do anything. Throwing ducks, it was horrible. Apparently, Bieber fever can in fact be fatal. Come on, man. Going back to Cleveland, looking at the Cincinnati Bengals running back Jeremy Hill with a 20-yard touchdown run, gets in the end zone, and he decides he wants to do the Lambeau leap in the dog pound in Cleveland. Who does a leap at somebody else's field? Who does that? Hey, you know what? Next time you want to get your celebration on, you better just stick with your cold cuts. Come on, man. Looking at the Pop Warner kids versus the mascots. Indianapolis Colts mascot Blue. He's taking this game rather seriously, pushes a kid, and then does a Roy Williams, like OU Texas style, for the sack. And he's taking things just a little bit too seriously. Flashback, 2009, he gets a handoff from the Vikings quarterback mascot to the Golden Gopher. Goes beast mode on one kid, two kids, 3 kids, run out of bounds. That is just not nice. Not nice at all. Flashback to Blue. You know what? This is taunting. You gotta throw a flag. Ooh, come on, man. There's a personal conduct. You can't do that. After that, we go out to Detroit, where Stephen Tulloch gets a sack on Aaron Rodgers, and he is excited. He is celebrating his way all the way to injured reserve because he tears his ACL. Down by 25 the next week, Houston of the Bears, same thing, sacks Tom Brady, tears his ACL. Hey, gentlemen, how about we do some yoga? Learn how to stretch. You're out for the year celebrating. Come on, man. Next up. And you might have $1 million, but that doesn't mean you dress like $1 million. But Cam Newton's looking good in that suit. Are those yoga pants? Stretchy Is my pants. Man wearing yoga pants? Stretchy. It's Bring Your Pet to Work Day, and Von Miller's is taking full advantage of it. We've got Antonio Brown. Earlier, he kicked a kicker. The reason is that kicker gave him that suit. And then we go to Jacksonville, where this lady is enjoying the pool in her jeans and her sweatshirt. Come on, man. All right, last up, we have the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Oakland Raiders. C.O. Moore and Khalil Mack get the sack on Alex Smith. Now, they are so excited. They have not won a game yet. They have been working on their Super Bowl handshake all week long. Don't believe me, just watch. There's a problem. We're running an offensive play over here about 15 yards away because there's a no-huddle offense in effect. These guys are celebrating. They're trying to call a timeout. You're 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage. You're offside. Come on, man. See, when you do that, all you got time for is something quick, just like that. Get back on the line. Get back on the line. We've been practicing. We've got NFL superlatives coming up. Some of you guys look like you don't stay up too late. So you want to break down what a superlative might be, Stefan? Yeah, superlative, if maybe you signed your high school yearbook and you're thinking about voting someone maybe most likely to succeed. Or perhaps who's going to be bald? Most likely to be bald. Oh, most likely to not be a pastor when they grow up. Wow, that's hurtful. All right, NFL superlatives, looking at the Patriots first. We have a Darrelle Revis. Revis in French, John, is for beard, if you didn't know that. Oui. Yeah, and he got voted most likely to be a guest star in Reading Rainbow. That was a fantastic show. I was more of a Sesame Street man myself.
Wasn't very effective. I never learned to read.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. Next up, we've got Nate Eander of the Patriots special teams guy and backup safety. Looks a little bit like Jesus from the Bible miniseries, avid snowboarder and loves Colorado, and that's why he was voted most likely to be able to turn water into weed.
You can't say weed in church.
We just said weed in church twice.
Okay. Don't bring your weed. Don't bring your weed to church, okay? Leave it at home. Bring your weed to church. Jonathan Casillas, he is a linebacker for the Patriots. His dad's real name is Flash Gordon. Not making that up. He got voted most likely to wear the wrong dang uniform.
Come on, man.
Should have been in the last segment.
He needs to Flash Gordon his way back to his closet. Get the right uniform. It's picture day. Danny Amendola, wide receiver of the Patriots, Tom Brady's #1 wide receiver. He has been a big fan of New Jersey for a long time. He is actually voted most likely to be a star on the Jersey shore as the incident. Fist bump, Snooki? No one remembers?
Don't ever do that to my face, in public, or behind my back, ever.
Okay.
Vince Wilfork, he is a defensive tackle for the Patriots, large man, very good at what he does. Actually, he got voted most likely to be the love child of Shaq and CeeLo.
Try getting that image out of your head, folks.
That is a large baby.
That is a talented baby.
Who can sing,
dunk,
eat.
Indeed. That's Tom Brady. Tom Brady going to his 6th Super Bowl today. Super talented, married to a supermodel wife. That's pretty awesome. That's why he was voted most likely to say, those shoes with that top?
That
what?
outfit does not match.
Nope. And he can say that because he wears Uggs as a man.
Fashion sense.
Indeed.
Moving on to the Seahawks, KJ Wright. He is a linebacker, affectionately known by all of his teammates as Happy. You can see why. He was voted most likely to say, woman, where is my super suit?
Throwback to the movie The Incredibles.
No one? Frozone? What?
Samuel L. Jackson in the kids movie. That's scary.
That's a little scary.
Next up, we've got Ryan John of the Seahawks, offensive lineman. He is actually a long-distance cousin of our very own pastor, Nick Smith, as you can tell by the pasty white skin and the red hair. He was voted most likely to get lost on his way back to the Shire.
Hobbits.
See? Hobbits. Big dumb hobbits, folks.
So resourceful, those
big
hobbits.
feet looking for rings.
Stephen Hashkashka?
Bless you.
What? Okay, you know why we can't pronounce it?
No.
That's actually a typo. That should be an A. But anyway, hey, he's a kicker for the Seahawks. He got voted most likely to be the human elf on the shelf.
That's frightening, kids. Everyone be good around Christmas or else Steven's going to be spying on you.
He would scare my imaginary kids if I had them.
Next up, we've got Zach Miller, tight end for the Seahawks. Everyone's a big fan of Zach. Super nice guy, really friendly, a favorite inside of the locker room. He was actually voted most likely to grab your shoulders and say, us as friends.
Pretty bird.
Pretty bird. We're going to hug.
Nobody watches movies? What? Just read your Bible all day? Okay, anyway. Richard the Mouth Sherman. Everyone's favorite cornerback, not mine. How much you want to bet that has something to do with this hair?
Well, there's a good chance.
Here we go. Voted most likely to be mistaken for a host on The View.
Hey, he's a great cornerback, but I loved him in Ghost. Oh, my goodness.
So good. So good.
Ditto, Sam.
Sam says
ditto.
Right here.
Next up, Marshawn Lynch. Beast Mode. The man loves Skittles, hates the media, but that's okay. He actually graduated from Cal Poly. Very smart man. He was voted most likely to dot his T's and cross his I's.
See what you did there. See what you did there. Actually, he also got voted most likely to be Captain Black Sparrow.
Hey, I couldn't say that.
I know. I know. I can get away with it.
All right, well, we are almost out of time here today, but we would be remiss if we did not get your Super Bowl prediction, Stefan.
That's true.
Who you got in the big game today?
I've been praying, thinking a lot about it. I am going with the Patriots. Yeah, Patriots. I believe Tom Brady is going to sneak a tiny little pump into the huddle, and he's going to deflate all the footballs. They will not be able to hold on to the ball. Russell Wilson throws 6 interceptions. It's going to be awesome.
Man, I don't know why you would say that. If I'm going with Seattle, because if you saw any of the last game between Green Bay and Seattle, the only reason Seattle is even in the Super Bowl is clearly God is a fan. That was divine intervention, if I've ever seen it. That is true. All right.
Russell Wilson,
Seahawks.
Jesus.
Yep, that's going to happen.
So, hey, thanks for hanging out for our show. We're going to have our live pregame Super Bowl halftime show coming up in the auditorium. You won't want to miss it.
How do you do a pregame halftime show?
Man, it's
like a double
halftime show, but it's before the game.
Nope.
It's like, man, you know what it is. It's worship. It's starting.
All right. Hey, guys, thanks for joining us today. That's our show. Keep both feet on the ground and keep reaching for those stars.
You stay classy, Southside.